I'm not sure exactly why, but over all the decades that I've been doing direct marketing, consulting, marketing, advertisement clients, people continually make the same mistakes. The mistakes are whether it's online, whether it's offline, whether it's even networking, whether it's even meeting another client face to face. The mistakes I see in business are almost identical, regardless of the progress in technology and everything else. So the real question is, if your marketing systems or your business isn't working, why do you continue to keep doing the same old thing? I don't know the answer. I don't think you'll know the answer either. But here's one thing I do see. People keep trying and hoping. People keep hoping and praying. People think, well, if I keep running it, at some point this advert, this marketing campaign will work. Even if the percentages are low. I mean, I've seen people send out direct mail campaigns that have brought in almost zero sales, and they still continue to do the same old stuff. I don't understand why. I don't think you'll understand why, but the fact is people keep doing it. But the real question is there a solution to this problem, and can it be broken through? Can a breakthrough be created to the point where everything about the business, the staffing levels, the profits, the sales, the turnover, the conversions, everything changes at a level that totally transforms the whole of the company? Well, I'll share one story with you very recently. I had a client who's very well known within her industry, well-known author, well-known TV presenter, well-known expert to the stars, the rich and the famous, yet she needed a breakthrough. And the breakthrough had to come through inquiries on her website and the leads and sales that would come from that website. After just one breakthrough session with myself, she left here, my office, she went home, she applied almost everything, not everything, but almost everything of what we went through, and with my support over the phone and via email, she smashed through the barrier that was holding her back continually and pulled in just over £30,000 from a single campaign that before was taking zero. I'll tell you about another guy who spent literally tens of thousands on direct marketing, and his tool at that time was direct mail. When he came to me, he'd been sending out 5,000 pieces of direct mail every single month without fail. Just doing the mail, getting them written, sending them out. He was writing them, and his wife was packing them, and they were sending them out, just hoping that somebody would buy their product. When he came to me, his wife was about to leave him, and he was also almost about to lose his home. So what I did is I looked at the campaign in real detail. We did a huge mentor face-to-face session. I rewrote the copy for this direct mail. And more importantly, I slashed his costs every month by thousands and thousands of pounds. The first mailer we sent out, which was very specific, three-step system, converted at a highly unusual, highly irregular, and incredibly high 47%. Now, I know what you may be thinking if you know about direct mail. 2% is good, but this was a very specific, tried and tested process that I've used for myself and used for clients for years and years and years. Actually, almost 3 decades I've been using this system. So it works. So we mailed out to just, instead of 5,000, 100 people. 100 people responded, and over a 12-month period, that was worth over £800,000 to this particular company. But the point is, you don't have to keep trying what you're trying right now, and hoping and praying, and taking up your marketing and sending it around in the office saying, well, what do you think about this email? What do you think about this direct mail? What do you think about this advert we're putting in the newspaper? Why would you ask someone in the office for an opinion, or your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your partner or even your sons or your kids for an opinion where they're not trained to do this process? You wouldn't ask a dentist to do open heart surgery. It doesn't make sense. So the breakthrough will always come whether you work with me or someone else. The breakthrough will always come when you go to an expert who has the information that you need right now. If you don't go to the expert, if you don't go for that expert consultation, nothing's going to happen. I'll give you a quick example. For about 4 years now, I've had a very sore left knee. I've tried acupuncture, the guy isn't an expert in knees. I've tried other people, they're not expert in knees. But what I really need to do is I really need to go and get a full CAT scan, MRI scan, whatever the scan is called, x-rays, and get an expert in knees to check the knee. Only then will I get the breakthrough, and I know that, so even I'm holding back on breakthroughs. So the real question you need to ask yourself is, are you in business or are you just playing with this stuff? Are you in business or are you just playing? If you are in business, what do you need your business to bring for you? If your business isn't bringing you the results that you need and want, what's the point of being in business? Are you trying to do everything yourself? Are you sat down writing your own advertising, your own marketing? Are you trying to create your own adverts for magazines, adverts for newspapers, online campaigns, when really you're just too busy running your business? How can you run a business and at the same time do all this stuff as well? It just isn't possible. So if you want a breakthrough, you have to work with a breakthrough expert. There's no other way. There's no other way in this world that you can do anything else. I watched a guy climbing a special mountain last night. He had to go to the world's greatest expert to show him how to climb this particular mountain. But he could have gone to another mountain who just climbed Ben Nevis. But the point is, it wasn't this mountain. So if you need a breakthrough, you have to work with a breakthrough expert. There's no other way forward. Why should you work with me? Well, quite honestly, I've been doing this stuff since 1985. I wrote my first piece of direct mail advertising in 1985. Since the early 2000s, in particular, an Orange Beetle, I have been breaking through so many things for clients, it would take me too long to tell you here right now. Like the business in Scotland that went from almost bankrupt, to a 53.4% increase in 4 weeks. Like the guys in Wigan who were selling cars, who sold 1.2 million of cars from a single campaign. I could go on and on and on about these breakthroughs I've been doing for people just like you for the past couple of decades. So look, if you'd like to talk about a breakthrough, it may not be expensive as you think. Even if you spend thousands of pounds with me, the return on investment will be so huge, the investment you make with me will be completely irrelevant. But let me tell you this, I do breakthroughs for 1 hour sessions over the phone. I do breakthroughs for 3 hours. I always recommend a full day, which is a full day for a breakthrough in this office here with me, is £5,000. My priority on the day will be making sure you get your return on your investment, and within the first week or two, you get a more than great breakthrough that you will be more than happy with. You will be my priority as always. And of course, after a breakthrough session, you can call me anytime you like. You can send me an email anytime you like. You can get in touch with me whichever way you want. And of course, the breakthrough can also be me coming to you in your office. Why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you want me to come in and to have a look at your system, to see what your team are actually doing? I can tell you, I went to one office once in Manchester, and I was told to be 11 people in this office working away. And this was a company that were getting no calls every day. One if they were lucky. Big company, really big company. But the London side was carrying the Manchester side. So I went down to the office and I found an office full of people doing this. That's what they were doing. And they were doing this. That's what they were doing in front of me. Of course, they didn't know that I was there to possibly even actually finish some of their jobs, finish some of their positions, analyse the whole thing. But the point is, if I came to your office and I saw your system, I saw the way your team works, I listened to the way your team answer the phone. You know, you may need a telephone script, you may need something just to push it over the edge that little bit more, so that you get the results and the breakthrough that your business truly deserves. Now, I don't know about you, I'm not in business just for fun. I'm not in business just to go around and say I'm in business and drive a Bentley or whatever kind of car. I'm in business to create the lifestyle, and the lifestyle only comes through the results of the business. And if you are not getting the results that you desperately need for your business, I am sure your home life, and I've done this enough for long enough years to know this, I'm sure your home life will be suffering. You won't be sleeping, you'll be stressed, you'll be reading letters, you'll be freaking out, you'll be wondering where the next sales are coming from and so on. I know your home life will be suffering. So look, let's save your company together. Let's build your company together. Let's build your business together. Let's do everything we need to do to make your company brilliant. And when I say brilliant, it's the way that you measure the brilliant. And I know that you will measure that brilliant through the sales that come through every single week. Now, just let me tell you, I started up business in 1985 because I was unemployable. But one thing I learned very, very quickly was if there was no cash in that drawer at the end of the week, I was in trouble. And I know it'll be the same for you. But let me just finally reassure you, your business can be broken through at a level you probably cannot even see right now. I know this because I've done it so many times over the years. If you want to talk about these experiences, give me a call. If you want to talk about your business, give me a call. If you want to talk about your website, your online campaign, and some of the ridiculous conversions I've created, one website I worked with generated over 5 million in sales in a single month. Another website I worked with went from 0 sales to, if I remember, it was quite a while ago, it was a lock site, to over £200,000 in sales in just a couple of months. One jeweler I worked with did over £1 million in sales from his jewellery website after working with me. So if you want to break through, whether it be online, whether it be offline, highly converting ads, highly converting direct mail, or highly converting web presence, I am definitely the person you need to be speaking to. Give me a call, 07793 069 486. Go to the website, orangebeetle.com, and let's talk business. And remember, I'm in business for the long term. I'll be looking at you as a partner, how I can make money from you long term, but more important, how you can make a killing from my services long term. I know if I transform your business, you'll be happy to pay me anything I ask for. So let's do some business. Let's create something special. Let's create a breakthrough for your business that you will never ever forget. And quite frankly, you'll be spending a lot of years later thanking me for. This is